Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever we are from across the globe. Let me just do my usual to make sure that we are actually working. So just give me a couple of moments just to make sure this is working correctly. Are we live? Are we there? Here we are. I can hear myself. Great. Good evening. It's a jolly welcome from here in United Kingdom, in Norfolk, in Norwich. And it's yours truly, Professor Shadow, wishing you a great evening today. Or, of course, it could be morning for you, or it could be afternoon, maybe midnight when you're watching this. But welcome anyway. I'm so glad you could make it. I'm so glad you could join me for this informal visit. Let's see what we have on the agenda. Let me just share my screen. I have so many screens open, I don't even know which one it is. Which one? I'm going to take a random guess. Sunday night. Probably this one. Nope. This one? Nope. Aha, I think it's this one. Yes! You won't believe how many screens I have. Anyway, so here we are. Professor Shadow Channel. So last week we got to this one, which was 3 parts of the Night Slayer. Excuse my voice. I have terrible allergies today for some reason. I went out for a walk, and allergies are really getting to me today. Greetings to you. Greetings to you all. And where were we? Yes, this one I got out last week. This I played around with. I did promise you put it up. As I said last week, I can't put, at the moment, I can't put lots of new videos out. 1 or 2 a week is going to be the maximum until we get some results, some definitive data of how this affects the channel. It doesn't look like it's affecting it too much at all, to be honest with you, but we'll have a look at that. So we got this new one out this week, which was a story all about our favorite vampire, Eldridge, and it had 3 unique stories on the end of it as well. So I do hope you enjoyed that, or if you had a chance to listen to that. And it was turned it on its head, where when in the future, what happens in the future? You have a vampire, and you have a vampire with a philosophy, and then you have the future, and it all goes into one big mixing pot to bring you an interesting tale, which I do hope you enjoyed. And then, of course, I had so many ideas. I had to put the 3. I had 6. I put 3 out on there as well. So hopefully, you managed to listen to those and enjoy those. But what else have we got coming now? I've stuck these in the members area because I can't put them out yet. But as soon as the days go by, I'm going to release these into the public ones. So if you remember, you obviously get this first. But like I said, I can't put them out until we get the data to let us know that if we're flooding too many videos on the channel. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. So I have this one. I really enjoyed this. This is really good. It's the demon one. Are demons real, and are they walking among us? It's so interesting. So I really enjoyed that. I can't wait for you to listen to that one. And then, of course, we had the Shadow Realm Crimson Dawn Part 4, which I actually put in the area today. I'm just hanging on to release one this afternoon. I think there's one coming out this afternoon, which is not on here. It's an unlisted video. Why can't I get out? It's 4 stories about being in the woods. yeah, as soon as I can get that, as soon as I can, like I was saying last week, we are doing a little bit of a test on the channel, just to make sure we're not overloaded. It so many people, like I said, were saying they weren't getting um, notifications and then missing videos, and then one video would go, and just as that was coming out, I'll put another one out, and then this one YouTube put this one behind, so it stopped putting notification out for this one and for the new one. We'll see. We should be up with our data very soon. But these all in storage for you. Don't worry, they're coming. They're coming. Shadow Realm Part 4. Yes. It's done. It's live, but only in the members at the minute. So apologies, but we are doing a little bit of a test. As soon as that's done, I will put it out for sure. I will put it out. But today you have got there's 4 stories coming today, so look out for those, and they're all like in the dark woods story. So if you're a camper, I hope you enjoy them. Allergies so bad today. I went out, like I said, I went out for a walk, and my entire nasal system has been blocked. So we're on Part 4, yes. So we'll go, oh, what about a vampire running a hotel that's popular between humans and supernatural beings? Indeed. Indeed. Shadow Realm Part 4 will elder the god take control of the show. Oh, you're going to enjoy Shadow Realm Part 4. You're going to enjoy this. I'm actually nearly finished Part 5. So I've got a big back. When our tests are done, you're going to have a big backlog, I promise you. A big backlog of stories coming away. I'm very much a camper. You'll enjoy my story. I do hope you do. What about a story about Sleepy Hollow? The starting grounds of vampires and how the Headless Horseman was created because of rivalry. Interesting concept. Interesting concept. I think the problem at the minute is we have so many ideas, and number one, we don't have time to make them. We don't have time to put them out. You can see we've got a backlog of stories already, just sitting there. I think that when did I say? But yes, because the end of the month, isn't it? So yes, our numbers should be in very soon, and we'll know where to go one way or the other. If we can add more or carry on. How to get that one up to show you. Your videos. This one. This is the one of. I'm not very technical today. Is it coming? That hasn't changed at all. Hasn't changed at all for you guys. Never mind. Right. Do it again. Allergies today is so crazy here. So crazy. I don't know if any of you suffer from allergies, but today is like the worst day ever, and it's been raining, so I don't know why. I'm having to do that horrible cough and clear my throat every 5 seconds. Apologize. So I've done the story of the journalist who uncovers a plot that high-ranking figures are maybe not who they seem, and they may well be demons trying to take over the living. That's coming soon. And the 4 stories: the Skinwalker, the Witch, and 2 haunted woods tales, all in one. And then, of course, Shadow Realm Part 4. Eldred is back on the warpath. Of course. Interesting details about the shadow. But I'm not going to say anything. I'm busy doing number 5 to connect to this one. You haven't even watched number 4 yet. I have to put it out right now, to be honest with you. I just can't. As soon as the numbers are here, I promise it's coming. But you will be getting the Woods one today. I'm just waiting for the go. And I'll get that. And of course, you have the live as well. So we're here live today, and we'll go over anything but allergies. Anything but allergies. Terrible thing. So, who do we have on today? That sounds very. What about? I did this one. What about? That sounds very interesting. I'm excited. Yes. I apologize. I can't. I really want to just throw them all out there. But we need to make sure it's working properly. So nobody misses anything. I think it's unfair if you miss it. So still working. Still a work in progress. We'll get there. We'll get there, I promise. What are you drinking? Looks delightful. This is incredible. That is a vitamin C and zinc orange juice. Sorry to disappoint. Sorry to disappoint. It's one of those tablets you drop in the water and it fizzes up and goes in. It gives it a nice flavour, but it's got your vitamin C and zinc. So I have one of these a day. Have one of these a day, just to make sure I'm getting vitamin C and my zinc levels each day, which I think is important. I should have lied, shouldn't I? I said it's some bourbon or something. Some secret drink. Some shadow drink or something. Plus 10. Gives me plus 10 powers. Plus 10 speed reading. So I can get more stories out. Cheers anyway. Cheers anyway. I don't actually drink alcohol. So I haven't drunk alcohol for 35 years. 35 years ago, I stopped drinking. And now when I smell it, it's horrible. It's really horrible. Just don't like the smell of alcohol anymore. If you're drinkers here, but there's definitely not me. But I am an eater. I do eat food. I do go out a lot to eat in restaurants. That's my thing. I do enjoy good food. Do enjoy good food. An Englishman who doesn't drink alcohol. This is better. This is much better. Better for you. Many years ago, 35 years ago, I don't know if you know, but I actually train like martial art still. And many years ago, I started training and I went, started competing. So I had to stop drinking because, they give you that horrible feeling the next day. And so I stopped drinking so I didn't get that hangover experience that I could train the next day for tournaments and things. And then I just never got back on it. And now when I smell it, it's just horrible. I just can't do it. A story about a forest of sorrows between the world of the living and the world of the supernatural. It's happened to anyone who tries to camp or hike it. It's similar to the story. So it's going to be out later today. So it's going to be out later today. It's very similar to that. So look out for that one. It's called Deep Woods Horror Stories. It'll be on my channel later today for sure. And I have one very similar. Very similar. I think you'll enjoy it. I know I enjoyed it. I didn't do one long one. I did 4 short ones, like 10 minutes, 10-minute, because sometimes, although I do understand people like the longer form, but I also like to get that short sharp and get a twist on the end. So I was able to do that 4 times. So I satisfied my urge, my dopamine to get those out. But well, I'm working now on Shadow Realm Part 5. We've got Part 4 up today. Part 5 coming soon. I think Shadow Realm's going to go to about number 8. Because there's more in store for Crimson Dawn universe. Do some more of that. But I also want to do some independent stories like the Woods one, the Demons one, which is coming. I want to do some more independent ones, so I'm not stuck doing just the 2 main ones, which is the Night Slayer and Crimson Dawn. I love the characters in both of them. I could do Crimson Dawn forever. I love Elder, the character to write for. Winter I love. Eldridge I like. I did an independent from Eldridge this week. Hopefully you managed to watch that. So I went out today. I was here in the UK. Woke up, it's like us, middle of our summer. Woke up today, it's raining. It's cold. Everyone knows it's always raining in England. And it stopped raining as I went for it. That's fine. I come back and my goodness. There's been so much allergy things floating in the air. Story of American Revolution. Beings help escape British and create a new world order. Well, some of the British state, the good ones left as well. It's like everything. We all have an argument with someone. We realise maybe we were wrong. It was a big argument. And created, the free world. So now we can have it that as they're trying to get away, how about that, the escape and the ghost ships coming, something like this. That'd be interesting. And interesting to have a history story combined with supernatural creatures. Yes. I think so too. I think it'd be interesting. Then you've got to involve all the French and everybody, and so I suppose if you did it in a supernatural way, then you could do anything you want. So, yes, I watched the movie of that. Read the book and watched the movie. Yeah, I thought it was quite good. I quite enjoyed that. I must admit, I did quite enjoy that one. I watched it a long time ago, but I did enjoy it. I did enjoy that one. That was that time when, anything that came out with the word vampire in the title, we just lapped up and grabbed and watched. Anything with vampires, zombies, werewolves. We didn't have any werewolf movies. Anything those titles we lapped up, we grabbed as soon as you could. Of course, now everything's got vampire, and you watch it, and sometimes you're left wanting at the end of the movie or the story. Some vampires. Vampires not boy bands, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. I don't think vampires should be portrayed as, handsome boy bands who have affairs with people. I truly believe the vampire written by Bram Stoker is parasitic and should be portrayed in that way. Even Eldridge, as much as we love him, I try and portray he understands he's a parasite. He lives off others. He understands, but his way of dealing with that is understanding that the human race is more parasitic than him, especially people in high places. So you can have one parasite, or you can have an entire race of parasites holding people at ransom for their lives. And that's how he is able to overcome his own nature, and understand his nature, overcome his own guilt of being a parasite. Complex character, very complex character, I think, very complex. The one that just went out, the one that went out this week. If you haven't watched it, watch it. There's lots of hidden ideas on that principle. On that, I do a few where I like to put a little bit of what's the word? Where you, I can't think of the word. Where you put something inside something of a story. Rambling right now. Sorry. Yes, exactly. We lapped. Yeah, we did. We did anything. This one here, Crystal. It's exactly what this title is. Sorry, I can't release it just yet. But as soon as I get those numbers, I'm gonna throw them all at you. Don't worry about that. This one, instead of lizards, it's actually demons. That's coming for you. That story will be coming for you very soon. I have more. I have more coming. I have to upload. I've got quite a few on that unlisted section as well. Waiting to put out. They come in. Don't worry. Don't worry. They will be here. Demons works too. I actually was. What was I watching? I was watching something. I can't remember what it was. And it was something about these people in this house were demons. Constantine, yes, of course. Yes, I've watched it. And Natalie's on. Good evening. Good evening to you. Angels as demons. That guy. Yeah, what was I saying? What was I saying? I was watching this. What was it on YouTube? Anyway, it was like this person goes into this house, and all the people are secretly, their faces change into demons. So I thought, wow, that's a great concept. Why don't we have that for like higher up levels, like political characters and things like that? Demons in disguise, which is why this one is going to be coming for you very soon. Constantine 2 is being worked on. Yeah, I saw that. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. We've been keeping an eye out for tonight's live. Good, we're here. Welcome. We are here. We are live. And I think Natalie's in the UK right now as well. And Natalie, you agree with me. Woke up this morning, there's rain everywhere in our summer. There's rain everywhere. And then So I went out, had a great walk, come back. My allergies are just through the roof today. I don't know what's going on. Thank you. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, obviously, as a member, you get everything for everyone because because like I said, I can't put out the all of the information out on the general because we're doing a test to see if we've been flooding too much on a channel. So what I can do is throw them into the members area. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what's going on with our weather here. I don't know, but it's definitely done something to my allergies today. Maybe it's not allergies. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it was that evil creature I encountered as I was going through today. I've seen that. So, what was the movie? Is it? What's that movie? Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt. I think it's the one. Okay, I'm gonna have to have a look. So just bear 1 second. As usual, it's right in that part of your brain where you know it, cannot recall it. Amicus. There's two. There's Tales from the Crypt, which was a series, and there was a movie, Tales from the Crypt, 1972. And is this the one I'm thinking of? It's the one where the man is on the train, and he's there, and that woman, you have a elemental on your shoulder, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes home, and it's like this demon's attached itself to him. So he starts feeling weak, and he starts like attacking his wife and stuff like that. So yeah, that was it. So imagine you're out for a nice walk one day, you're feeling fine, and suddenly you come home and you feel like you've got allergies or something. Maybe it's not allergies. Maybe it's the elemental is attaching yourself to. I'm sure it's Tales from the Crypt. Positive. Tales from the Crypt or From Beyond the Grave. One of those is. Great, has a great tale as well. Um, in the end, I can say in the end, it was made in 1972, so hardly going to be a spoiler. Night Train to Terror. Is that is that the one? Night Train to Terror. Night Train to Terror. No, I don't think it's Night Train to Terror. It's definitely either Tales from the Crypt or From Beyond the Grave, one or the other. It's an Amicus, 1972 movie, I believe. Yes. Did you enjoy the music? Yes, indeed. AI is so great, so great. It's so good. Really enjoying it. I can add a little something to the tale. Um, in the last one I did, which some of you don't have access to yet, but will shortly. Don't worry. Um, where they're talking about, for example, Elder, a little bit of Elder's music come on, Eldridge, his music come on, the Alpha, a little bit of their music come on. as interesting as like to put it together. It was interesting. Made it a little bit different, which is exciting. Exciting. I'm still, excuse me, I'm still looking to see if there's not much information. Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt. Amicus, 1972. No, I'm not sure. Not give me anything. We'll leave that for now. We'll leave that for now. I have to have a look for next week. Music's good. Yeah, I enjoyed the music. Enjoyed the music. So incredible today. In today's advancements of technology, to be able to give the characters their own tune. Amazing. So I was just saying, I don't know if you heard me before you jumped on, but I was just saying there's going to be a release today, the next hour or so, of Camping and Deep Woods Tales. There's 4 of them, so look out for those. Horror Express, my goodness, what an amazing story, because it's got Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. Telly Savalas, my goodness, what a film! Absolutely. How'd the whistling go? Come on, how'd the whistling go? Come on. Let me think. There's that whistle in there, isn't it? In that Horror Express, and it's that. Thank you so much, Natalie. Appreciate it. Truly appreciate it. Truly appreciate it. But I am going to find that whistle. Thank you so much. Truly, truly appreciate it. Horror Express whistle. Let's see. How does it go? How does it go? Come on. Don't let me down. God, I remember it now. Let's see. I'm terrible at whistling. Terrible, but that's the main bit. That whistle in the movie Horror Express. My goodness, this is amazing. Apologies for the terrible whistling, but that was so good. Just don't ask me to sing, because you'll never come back. do 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 do. Horror Express. My goodness, when I was a child, that's one of my absolute favorite movies of all time. Horror Express, because it had everything. Didn't it have everything, that movie? The train in the dark, the steam of the train. You had You had the monster, the real monster. And didn't we love that the best? Wasn't that just the best, that the monster was an actual monster, you know, and you saw the hand and it was red eye. This was incredible. And then what did it have? It had zombies in it as well. Was the alien summoned up the dead people, and they turned into zombies and they started attacking. And then you had Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee attacking with swords the zombies. My goodness, what an incredible movie. What an incredible movie Horror Express was. How many times have I watched that movie? It's unbelievably, I don't know, but I've watched that movie so many times, even though I couldn't recall the whistle. But I've watched that film so many times since a child. It's so amazing. If you haven't watched Horror Express yet, if you haven't watched Horror Express with Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee, you must watch it. You must watch it. It has everything. Of course it's dated. And that's the thing I say a lot to people, is dated. But look past that and look at the concept and the story behind it. And of course, it doesn't matter how dated it is. If you have Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee in the movie at the same time, you know it's going to be legendary. You know it. Monuments. What if they were created to mark supernatural territory, so other supernatural beings know what belongs to whom in the supernatural world, while human beings think it's about history? Excellent. So like markers to mark the territory. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And then you could have like the supernaturals crossing over into each other's territory, and now they have to battle like gangs crossing into each other's turf. Turf wars of the supernatural. What if taking pictures shows humans the real reality of their realm rather than what they see with their eyes? It's like that movie, isn't it? They Live, with the late, great Rowdy Piper. He puts on the glasses and he sees the aliens everywhere. And then he sees signs that what maybe something for an advert for a soap. And then he looks at it and it's like, obey, when he puts the glasses on. Amazing. What's the line? What's the line? I am here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And right now, I'm all out of bubblegum. Excellent. The rake, yes, that lives and haunts in the deep woods. There are no real stories coming from the rake's side. It's eternal thoughts, if any. I'd love to see a story featuring that. Good. I have one on the Skinwalker. It's in the 4-part deep woods stories that will be out today or tonight, some point. It's all ready to go. Just we're just waiting for numbers. I've got someone helping me check the numbers because I just want to create stories. I don't want to do numbers. And so they're watching the numbers and they're going to give me a message as to when I put out the videos. It's ready to go. It's ready to go. The rake. Yes, I heard of the rake. And There's like if you go on like YouTube or all the old. Do you remember that show? What was that show? Fact or Faked, and they used to show you like footage of like camcorder stuff or phone film of people who got something on camera, and then they'd try and like debunk it. That was quite a good show. I actually enjoyed that. I don't know why I think it got very samey, but they had one big one on the rake on there. That was quite interesting. The rake. Pale skin, no face. It's super. Yeah, that was the one that was on there. That's what I was talking about. The rake. The thing is, you have these now. We look back at these tales of these individual creatures, such as the rake or the skinwalker, the witch in the woods that captures people, and or whatever a creature, a vampire that's in some cave somewhere, some creature, and it's killed. In the old movie, it killed like 2 people or 3 people, and now today, unfortunately, if 3 people went missing, it's such commonplace. It's such commonplace in the world we live in today. So someone come on here the other week, was it? I think it was last week, week 4. Who are the real monsters? I think we're moving towards that for sure. What if traditions humans celebrate? What if traditions humans actually have a new meaning to showing loyalty to a supernatural group instead? Yes. What have we got? We've got Christmas. We've got Easter. We have Halloween. What other traditions do we have? I think Easter would be great, wouldn't it? If for the actual Easter. What did I watch? I watched this yesterday. So actually, as I always tell you, I never watch movies on TV. I watched a movie on TV yesterday. And it was Five Nights at Freddy's. The movie. It literally come out, and someone wanted to watch it. And I said, okay, I'll watch it with you. And we watched this together. And I don't know who's writing these stories, but I love the concept. But the story was terrible. But I suppose it's supposed to be terrible, right? But it was terrible. Didn't add up. It wasn't right. But it had some good effects in it. And it was great to see Freddy Fazbear. if any of you know what I'm talking about. Freddy Fazbear and Bonnie and Foxy, Chica. Oh my goodness. They're fresh in my head because I only watched it yesterday. Ask me tomorrow, I won't remember. Walking around. My goodness. My goodness. This is what we've got. This is what we've come to. So I hope there's no Five Nights at Freddy fans that are going to have a go at me. It's a good movie. Freddy Fazbear is a good movie. The story was terrible. The idea of the story was good, but the way they lined it up didn't match. Didn't work. Not for me, anyway. The person I watched it with loved it. I remember playing the plushies, the Freddy Fazbear and Chica with my daughter. And that's who I watched it with when she was small. Now she's a bit older, but she wanted to watch the movie to reminisce on Freddy Fazbear. Yeah, I mean, the effects were great, and it was nice to see the big animatronics moving around. There's a couple of creepy moments, a couple of good moments, but it was the story was all over the place. I'd like to have seen it a bit better. But hey, it's Freddy Fazbear. What can you do? I love the Shadow Realm you created. It's like a network for the undead. I love how it works. Yes, that's my idea. The Shadow Realm, because at the end of Crimson Dawn Series 3, everything's back to normal. Winter has sacrificed himself for everyone else. First of all, we wanted, Mara back. He got her back. But if he'd have left the world the way it was, reality would have just kept repeating, which means she would have gone back to being how she was, and he'd have to save her again, go back to being able to save her again. And he knew that. So he sacrificed himself. And now the world has changed. There are no of these supernaturals in there because they're all confined to the Shadow Realm. And which is what Elder is trying to do. He's trying to get back to reality and escape the Shadow Realm. Does he have the power? Can he get the power to escape from Valen? We'll have to wait and see, of course. Wait and see. Yeah, a great card. I like the Shadow Realm. It was great because I could continue with the characters, which I love, but not on the same. You got to think, I'd done 15 hours of Crimson Dawn. So if you watched all the Crimson Dawns together, there's like 15 hours of storytelling. Covered a lot of ground, and I wanted to introduce something new. Didn't just want to say, okay, the story is that Winter sacrificed himself and everyone's done. Oh, but look, they've come back again. That would be too much. So let's put them in this realm, so we know, if they do come back. I'm not saying they are, but there's a chance for them now to come back, and there's a reason for them. They don't just come back. As plot, you need to have this idea of, can't just, when they're here and then this happens, like the Freddy Fazbear movie. What if humans have a choice? If they choose nothing, they end up as zombies. Oh my goodness. While they live as humans, they can decide to become a vampire or werewolf. What if death, not heaven or hell? If death, not heaven. I think if you're given the choice, shall I become a vampire, a werewolf, or do nothing and become a zombie? You're gonna pick one. You're gonna pick one for sure. I think 90% of people are gonna pick the vampire. Werewolf, it depends on the werewolf. I suppose if the werewolf have the free will to change whenever it wants, great. But if it's the curse of the werewolf, like in the Lon Chaney movie, The Wolfman, then it's a curse, and he hated the curse. So you wouldn't want to put that on yourself. So I didn't anticipate Elder draining Nocturne of his powers. Quite a cool twist. Yeah, I think we had a couple of people that said previous that that's what they think he was going to do. Yeah. So he's trying to get what Winter had, which is all three, which would give him enough power to change reality. I love how the memory is held there and it contains their essence. They're still able to interact. Yes, indeed. I tried to do it that there's a shadow realm, and in the shadow realm were shadows. The portals into the shadow of the supernatural, like Serana. But when Elder pulled her out, she didn't really know what was happening until it suddenly started coming back to her. They're lost, and the only ones really that do know what they're doing inside there are the most powerful ones. Eldridge knew. He understood. And of course the gods knew. Whereas Eldar never really went into his own one, did he? Call it the trade where supernatural and humans versus humans becoming supernatural. I think people would choose a vampire. Like I said, unless of course it said, hey, you know, your werewolf skills, your werewolf power is controllable. But then you got to go through the metamorphosis of turning from human to the wolf. It doesn't look very pleasant. It doesn't look very pleasant at all. I don't think I'd do that. I don't think I'd do that. Although when I was a young boy and watching horror movies, I always preferred the werewolf, and you know, I always wanted to be a werewolf than anything else. I don't know why, but what if human beings in different regions all have supernatural ancestors? I think we all do anyway. I think we all do anyway. What power must our ancestors have had to survive? Heard this on somewhere. But if you think about who we are today, who are we? And we live in this world of plenty. What about, you know, years ago when our ancestors were in the Black Death? 50% of the population wiped out, but our ancestors survived. Wars and wiped out, but our ancestors survived. Whatever happened through, you know, people starving in the fields and illness and death everywhere. But the only ones to survive were our ancestors, which is the reason we're here today. Agent Smith, good evening to you, my friend. I have the Agent Smith. I have the green everywhere today, like from the Matrix. I originally had, I always have one orange and one green. But I went to move this one and touch the green and thought, oh, that looks okay. So I am in the Matrix today. I am in the Matrix. I hope you've not come looking for me. Yeah, so I think an interesting concept. I do believe. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that, and the very same to you. The very same to you. Thank you for joining me today. We're saying about, Crystal was saying about, what if all humans from different regions have supernatural ancestors? You know, it's a story to think about. And I was just saying that we already must have had some power to survive to be who we are today. We are the end result. We are the end result of everything that's happened in the past. We're the survivors. Our ancestors were the survivors, like we say, of the Black Death, of world wars and wars around the world, civil wars, everything. We are the direct descendants of the survivors. And what percentage is that? It's so small. 50% of the population wiped out in the Black Death. So instantly we can take half off. And then we put all the wars in the past, and then our ancestors fighting dinosaurs. Oh no, it's not true. I know humans weren't there in dinosaurs, but let's just bear with me. Humans fighting our ancestors fighting dinosaurs and having a grappling match with a T-Rex. We survived. Our ancestors did. And we are now the result of that. So yes. Crystal, with that last concept, I think you're onto something. What if wars happen because supernatural beings don't want humans to know they exist? That's why they create drama between humans, so they fight with one another, finding out about the truth. Maybe that's what they're doing already. Maybe that's what they're doing already. Had to overcome a lot of serious challenges I face. We all have, yes, I think we all have. And that's what makes us. I mean, if we were just, imagine you were born with the silver spoon in your mouth from the day you were born, and every day you had everything you wanted, and life was perfect for every single day, and you never had any hardship. You would not be the person you are today. It is pain that creates us. It's pain that strengthens us and makes us grow. I saw the movie The Quiet Ones last night. Interesting film, The Quiet Ones. Not sure what that was. The Quiet Ones. Let's have a look. The Quiet Ones. No, I haven't seen that one. Haven't seen that. Actually, I don't think I've seen it. Let me have a quick look at the trailer. I have seen it. Yes, I have seen it. I have seen that. A while back now, I think. 2014, yes. 2014. 10 years ago. It's 10 years ago. Did anyone get to watch what was that film I mentioned? Why is going on with me today? I can't think of anything. The White Noise. Did anybody get to watch White Noise? I said I was going to rewatch it, and I didn't watch it because I couldn't find it. I don't have it as a hard copy, and I couldn't find it. The only place I found it was on Amazon Prime, and you had to pay for it. So I'm already paying for Amazon Prime. So yes, I'd like to rewatch that. I have an interest in run-ins with the unknown throughout my living days. There's so many things. Yeah, I definitely want to watch it. Yeah, I need to rewatch that movie. I think there's so many things we can look back on, specifically now as adults, especially in our childhood. I think your adults should preoccupied with so much garbage of the world, but we can look back and say, you know, that there was something there. There was something there in those times. I had an interest. I actually did a story on it. That's the third installment to the series. Let me find that story I did on my tale of what I remember that happened to me as a child. It's a ghost story. It's quite interesting. Quite interesting. Now I'm scrolling through everything. Oh, that felt like my parrot Shakespeare says hello to everyone here. Hello, Shakespeare. Where are you, Mr. Tail? I cannot find it. How interesting. Must be further back. Got so much stuff on here. I realize how much stuff I've done. I'll have to maybe look it up another time. Look at all these that I've done. Look at all these that I've done. They're crazy. Well, I will have a look and send it to you. Post it. Because I can't find it right now. But look at these videos. Or stories. Tales. 340. I think about 50 of those are probably shorts. Maybe more. Say 100. So we've got like 250 stories. That's crazy. That's a crazy amount of stories to listen to. And it's better to take a spiritual approach to this world. Absolutely. Like I say, as we get to adults, a lot of us are preoccupied with life and the hustle and bustle of the daily grind. But for sure, as a child, I truly believe I experienced some strange and things which almost verified for me as well, because although I experienced it and never spoke about it, when I did speak about it to someone close to me, they had experienced in the same household, had experienced exactly the same thing as me, which really affirmed what I'd seen, what I'd felt, what I believe. So it's great to, sometimes you can think, oh, I have a funny feeling, or I think I saw something, or I felt something. But when someone else tells you what they felt and it's exactly what you did, now we're talking. But like I say, as an adult, I think our lives become overwhelmed. Don't they say children and small and animals are like the most receptive? It's true or not, I don't know. Spiritual. I'm a very spiritual individual as well. Very, very. I truly believe in, the idea of who are we on this planet, on this, speck of dust in the universe, floating around a star. And I'm very grateful for what I have. I'm very grateful for the people around me. I'm very grateful for the people on the call today. I'm very grateful for my family and everything I have. I'm grateful for everything. I do the grateful every day. I do the gratitude thing every day. I teach it. I have a class of something I teach, and in there we learn to learn about gratitude and helping, sharing, overcoming entitlement. which is great, because then you can, if you're grateful, I'm grateful for being able to create stories. And like I've said many times, it's not just the fact that, oh, I can create stories that people are going to watch. I create stories that I would want to listen to. So I'm able to get it out of my head and onto a canvas, if you like. And I like, as I'm creating the story, of course, I'm experiencing the story. So just like when you read it. Stories, I'm sure I have stories that will surprise you. Maybe we will one day. Maybe one day at the meetup. But what? How many people? We haven't got many people left on here. A few people must have headed off. But where are we all from? I'm from the UK, so I'm here in the UK. So if you put in where you're from, we'll see where everyone's from today. It's going to be interesting. I'd like to know where everyone's from. So please put in the chat where you are watching from today. No, we don't have many people on today, but it'd be nice to know where are you from. I know where some of you guys are from. Dallas, Texas. Yes, I knew that one. I knew that one already. It's nice to see it listed. Just Dallas, Texas. Indiana, USA. You're an old soul. I've done many things in my life. That's it. Very spiritual. I believe I'm very spiritual. Coming into Serious Five, something about me. I've already been in serious finance. A powerful being on the other side who are working and looking out for you. Good. It's always nice to have someone to have your back. I believe this. So I believe that you'll go through life. You're going to become a publisher. You're going to be your animated books that will happen. I believe this. I believe you're rewarded for hard work. I believe you're rewarded for not giving up. All my life, since I was a small child, I've had people tell me that I couldn't do certain things. And I've proved everyone wrong. And every time I prove something wrong, something goes right. Because I try hard and I don't give up. I don't quit. I keep going and I keep trying. And because for one reason, I truly believe that we are rewarded for trying hard and rewarded for when that moment when it seems too hard and you want to give up, you turn around and say, no, I'm going to keep going today, simply because it is hard. Because I always look at it, if I wanted to reward someone, if I was the power, let's say I had the power over everybody, I'd be looking for the ones that are really trying hard to reward them. The ones that give up, I'd say, well, I don't know if I can help you today. But those that just don't give up and keep trying, regardless, I think they get rewarded. You are most welcome, my friend. You are most welcome. So as many of you know, or maybe you don't know, I began the call today of saying, you know, how I 35, because someone said, what are you drinking? And I'm like, I'm not drinking any alcohol. I drank my vitamin C and zinc drink. And because 35 years ago, I actually started to do a martial art, and I became a competitor in martial arts. And the reason I did that was because people told me I couldn't do it all those years ago. And I was like, no, I can do it. I can do it. I can not only do it, I can be one of the best ones to do it. And now I've gone through a quite successful career, and I'm starting to relax a little bit now. And I don't want to relax, which is one of the reasons why I have this channel, because I have so much. I see a plain canvas I'd love to paint with stories and tales to not just so people can read them and see them or hear them, but so that I can create them. And there's nothing I enjoy more than creating. It's the most amazing thing ever. If that makes sense. What if tourist destinations across the world is so supernatural can count and attract humans to lure them away from humanity? Yeah, sort of like a trap, tourist trap. Great movie with Chuck Connors, The Tourist Trap. If there's a tourist trap, but instead of it was a supernatural movie, wasn't it? Yes, because he had like his mental power. He could control things with his mind in The Tourist Trap. But yes, what if it was a different type of supernatural? That was actually a very creepy movie when I'm thinking about it, The Tourist Trap. You just like triggered that in my mind. I haven't thought about that one for a long time. The Tourist Trap with Chuck Connors. And I don't know if anyone's ever watched it, but it's quite an interesting movie. There's all these like dolls and doll figures around, and he controls them with his mind. And he's obviously it's one of them 80s movies, so the teenage kids drive along, and they the car breaks down because of he does it with his mind, and they have to go in, you know, and he says, my brother's in that house over there, don't go over there, but it's actually him. That's quite creepy. Good movie. A bit dated, but a good movie. Have you watched Hostel? Yes, I've watched Hostel. I think I watched 1, 2, and 3. Hostel 1, 2, and 3. Crazy movies. Crazy. Yeah, it's like the concept of the movie is horrible, isn't it? It's like scary. Yeah. I don't know if I ever really want to go. I have StreamYard. I just don't use it. I can start using it. If anyone wants to come on camera and talk, I could start using it for sure. I used to use it because I used to chat with other people and bring them on to chat with. They're completely different to what I do now. But yes, if you'd like to, maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do a guest appearance or something. Guest appearance on Professor Shadow. But yes, I definitely have StreamYard. Because I have a bunch of videos on there as well from something else. Which that's the thing when you buy you subscribe to StreamYard, you get so much space, and I filled all the free space up, so I had to buy it. Now I can't turn it off, because if I turn it off, I lose all the videos I put. As tomorrow, it's not like anything to do here. It's completely different stuff. And guests of your subscribers and followers, yeah. Yeah, I think you can do like with StreamYard, you can do like dual cameras and all sorts of crazy. And I think you can really you can actually play a video on there as well. So you can get a video, like have a, not one that's uploaded to YouTube, just a video and just play it and everyone sees it, things like that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'll do a little bit of research and see what we can come up with. Good. So on this note, friends, I've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. So with allergies, so I hope you didn't mind that I kept sniffing and coughing. Because allergies today are terrible. But yeah, so what's coming up? So obviously, look out today at some point. Let me just check, see if I've got a message from my guy. Oops, looks like it. Okay, I'm going to find a title. I'd go with this. Okay, right. So we're going to be a go in about an hour. I'm going to release a brand new tale, the 4 Deepwoods Scary Horror Stories. 4 different ones on there. Skinwalker, the Witches, and the 2 haunting ones are on there. So I've just got the message to say go ahead. Numbers look good. So it should be out. I'm going to do it straight after this. Straight after this, I'm going to retitle it and I'm going to put it out live. So look out and about when I go off here, probably about 10 minutes. Had a nice long stream 2 weeks ago. There we had a nice long stream 2 weeks ago. The stream was 47 minutes long. A little bit longer today. I try and keep it for an hour so as not to get everyone bored, because I could talk all night. I could talk all night. So a couple of things to look out for. I'm going to look out into maybe doing a StreamYard. I'll go live with StreamYard next week and see how it goes. And look out for the title, 4 terrifying camping / Deepwoods Scary Horror Stories, coming out in 10 minutes. It's all ready to go. So I'm going to head off here so that I can get this ready. So it's coming shortly. On that note, thank you so much for joining me this evening and sharing. Crystal, thank you so much for all your ideas. They do not go to waste. I appreciate them, and thank you everyone else for coming on. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for making Sunday Night in the Shadows so special with the most amazing people. That's you. And on that note, let me get this done and I'll get this out for you. And I'll see you all. Well, I won't see you, but I'll speak with you next week. Take care. Have a wonderful week. And chin chin.